On Thursday, March 7, about 11:45 a.m., a target raid operation was conducted in the Duncan's Pen area of Spanish Town. This was a joint police military operation in search of men said to be in possession of toileted weapons. The team, on approaching a particular premises, saw a man acting suspiciously. He began to run as the team advanced and disembarked from the service vehicles. One M16 rifle with serial number erased with 2 magazines and 25 5.56 cartridges fell from him as he made good his escape in the adjoining community. Search was ensued. The adjoining community was searched. Additional resources were garnered and the area was canvassed, but this man was not.
People. Que pasa, sac passe, what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Call it news with a buzz. This one is called Wanted Man Roderick. Roderick, where are you, Mr. Roderick Williams, to be specific? Now, people, if you've not seen, the Popo have been on some sorts of rampage in the Portmore, St. Catherine, Spanish Town area. We saw that they launched some targeted apprehension in places like Caymanas, Gregory Park, and also Central Village. So, people, this incident was said to have taken place at about 11 a.m. yesterday in a place called Duncan's Pen. Apparently, the Popo spot a man, Mr. Roderick, and some friends. Him kind of look bummy, and rightfully so. He knew that he was armed. Him have some sorts of M16 2 magazine and about 25 rounds of 5.6 cartridges in his possession. So then, he was caught in some sorts of dilemma. Should I run, leave said tool, said magazine, 25 rounds, or should I try to confront the Popo with said rifle and probably lose the GUN-CMA, lose the rifle, and then even worse, lose my life? He decide after he assess, analyze the situation, maybe it is best if me drop the bag and take for myself. Because let's face it, it is kind of hard to run with some sorts of M16 rifle while you're being chased in some sorts of hot pursuit by the Popo. He made the right decision for himself and his life, however, the wrong decision for Jamaica and the Popo. So the Popo knows exactly who he is. They're asking him to turn himself into the Spanish Town Popo station ASAP. Turn yourself in before we catch you and turn you into the land of the living, DEAD. So people, like I said, the Popo military team, JCF, JDF, they went on a couple of targeted operations in Caymanas, Central Village, Gregory Park, and also Duncan's Pen. In 2 of the operations, they seized 6 tools. 1 person or 2 persons were caught. 1 person was caught fatally. He lost his life in Gregory Park. It is also said that at least 10 other individuals were taken into custody, and they are going to be questioned in the presence of their attorney. Now in Gregory Park, the man that lost his life, the residents are saying them don't know how them are going to manage. Their life is in fear because he is the community protector. Now, people, don't you realize in these volatile communities, we call them garrison, these people seems to be in some sorts of trance. They are emotionally pretty much bamboozled into thinking that these people are some sorts of Robin Hood character. Yes, they are robbing. Yes, they are killing. Yes, they are taking the liquor people and pitney for all sorts of SLUTS for their SEXUAL pleasure. One thing that they are not, There's no sorts of done anymore. All of these persons are master manipulator, pretty much some sorts of pestilence that is living off the community. There is no sorts of symbiotic relationship, meaning that the community is not benefiting. However, these people are so psychologically screwed up in their head. They tell themselves that these people are for the betterment of the community, when the fact is that it is the polar opposite. The good thing is that the popo is there, and they say that they're going to be on the ground until they rid this community of all of its criminal and all of the GUNS people. That is yet to be determined. Point blank and period. Further on in the news. Now, I know that you might have heard me mention that you cannot tell the popo different from the common criminal. And I am going to give you a next perfect example. On or about Friday of last week, a licensed firearm holder, don't know if he was going to some place in which he was not allowed to take his fire piece. So therefore, he went to the popo station in Morant Bay. And he gave his fire piece, did all the proper documentation, and left. When he came back for his fire piece, they could not find it. He left it with some sorts of popo in the guard room. However, the popo said that them can't find it. The fire piece, take 2 foot, walk out of the place, take away itself. So we see that the popo have now launched some sorts of investigation. And they must say they want to know the whereabouts of this fire piece, because fire piece don't have legs, fire piece don't have sense, fire piece don't walk. So therefore, somebody, smarty, must have thieved the tool. Based on what we are hearing is that they are saying that any and everybody that has worked at that popo station since the time the man dropped off the tool is under investigation. Now, people, can you imagine that? With all of these guns that are going around Jamaica, people are losing life on a daily basis. You would have thought that a place such as the popo station would be the perfect place for drop off your tool for some sorts of safekeeping. But it only tells you and shows you the mentality of these criminal elements that are working in a lot of these popo stations. Them red eye, them covetous. So needless to say, they do not do what their job title describe. They do the polar opposites. Now, people, this coming like you have some sorts of cash, a bag of cash, and you left it in the middle of some sorts of garrison, where you know that people thief, people desperate, people just want any type of opportunity to jump on it. What is wrong with these officers? What is wrong with the officer that actually took this tool? Didn't he expect the man to come back and claim him tool because he left? He left with instruction that he might come back, and when him come back, him expect to get the tool, or I am assuming that was his state of mind. So therefore, some popo decides he was going to put the whole station in a disrepute. He was going to make all of his co-workers look as if they are a set of criminals. And people, what is even worse, a lot of these popo, because surely you cannot take a tool that is stolen and it becomes legal. It is an illegal fire piece. You as a popo officer have the option of getting a legal fire piece, whether it is keep and care or you can buy your own for protect yourself. So these officers took this gun with the intention, or that officer took that tool with the intention of selling it. Who is he going to sell it to? Somebody with criminal intention. So people, do you see the domino effect, trickle-down effect that this tool is going to have on the community because of some sorts of unscrupulous popo? People only in Jamaica. Point blank and period. Further on in the news, it seems as if these farmer dons, farmer people used to run the place, did not get the memo. They did not read the notice board that them stripe pop off. Their power is now gone because them broke like dog. I am speaking about Tesha Miller, who used to be the leader of the Klansman gang. He is presently locked up. I think he has a 39-year sentence. However, himself, including 23 people in all, they were indicted as a part of a criminal organization. They were scheduled for court yesterday. However, it seems as if the leader, Mr. Tesha Miller, decided that he was not going to be a part of the court proceedings. So therefore, I am assuming when they went to his cell and said, Mr. Miller, get ready, you go to court today. He was like, yo, I'm not going to court, sizzle, you see it? So the people must say, then hold on a minute. What have you done for us lately? I don't remember you sending any sorts of bribery money. I don't remember you doing anything for us lately financially. So therefore, you better get your ASS up, put on your clothes, and let's go to court. Him decides that him go fight the system and people. That was a mistake. Apparently, him get a couple of elbows, a couple of coffins, a couple of BOX down, and then them drag him and took him to court. However, he was scheduled for about 10:45 in the morning. The court started at about 1 something, so therefore, he delayed the court's time for about 2 to 3 hours. When he got in and the people explained to the judge I look upon him over the glass and I say, but it look like this man a rank, he must smell himself. Him not understand where I go on. So based on this voluntary bill of indictment, don't know who volunteered, whether it's a DPP or the criminals, I doubt it very much. It is said that Tesha Miller, along with 22 other individuals, are part of a gang network that participated in criminal activities from 2017 onwards to 2022. Those charges include MURDER, conspiracy to do said, and attempted to do said, robbery, firearm, and ammunition charges. Did not hear about any sorts of extortion. However, I am assuming that is harder to pretty much get some sorts of conviction for, based on all the gang charges that we've seen in our court system. So people, that is the latest as it pertains to that. As soon as I get some more pertinent information, I'll be sure to divulge ASAP. Point blank and period. Further on in the news, there's a saying that goes something like this. The devil always finds work for idlers and people. It is appropriate for all of these gangsters in Jamaica and even worse. For the gangsters that leave Jamaica, go overseas and get a better life for themselves. But instead of making a better life for themselves, them carry the same baggage, the same ish, where them used to do in the past, in a Jamaica, in a them garrison, and them carry it over the people, them good, law-abiding place. It is said that an ex-gangster, his name is Plaka, he is said to be affiliated with the one other gang. Obviously, him left Jamaica, he is living in Philadelphia. And this is where this incident transpired. I think it took place on or about the 14th of February. Somewhere along the line. Don't quote me on that. So this incident took place in Philadelphia, right across from the Med Theater. 2 persons get caught up. It is said that Plaka was hit in his foot. Now people, there's a video making its round all over social media. Because of YouTube's policy, I will not play it. I am going to put it in my WhatsApp group, the number 1876-894-2711. Say that you want to see the Plaka SHOOTING in Philadelphia. Give your name, you want to join the group. Do not call, just send me a text message. Easy, like 1, 2, 3. So pretty much 2 people get caught up. Plaka get hit in his foot. Don't know how much rounds he got. The next person was in more serious condition. It is said that this was some sort of targeted raid or targeted hit on Plaka. However, people, one thing that I realize with these criminal elements in Jamaica, even when them they are Jamaica, them can SHOOT for save them life or even hit a target that is standing. Because I heard, I am not going to lie, and I did not count each individual pie when me hear, but me I go assume say it is more than 30 to 50 rounds. And you firing 30 to 15 round, truth be told, I am guessing that they were also firing back at the people. So therefore, me no know who are fired out of the 30 or out of the 50, how much rounds, but there was a whole bunch, a barrage, a shot, let's call it that. So when you hear stuff like this, can you imagine people that live in America, decent people, and then them hear this? Can you imagine how they are scampering for their life? They thought that some sorts of BAGDAD, America. Them not understand what is going on with these wild animals that leave from Jamaica and go over America, go do the same old thing. You get an opportunity for better your life because you claim say you broke like dog in a Jamaica. You go to America, you make money, you thief people stuff, you hustle whatever way, some sorts of ill-gotten means. And before you take it and build some sorts of business, build some sorts of future for yourself, you take it and facilitate more FUCKRY. So therefore, the more money where you make or the more GUNS you go send come to Jamaica for facilitate all sorts of AAR in a these garrison because you want to be the man, you want to be the Don, because of some sorts of title. People, what it shows you is that how these people are dark, ignorant and pretty much insecure, because it is insecure mentality like these why these people keep doing the same boneheaded stuff. But people, like I've always said, Jamaica and America is two different kettle of fish. The stuff that you can get away with Jamaica because of bribery, because these popo and system is so corrupt. Whenever you dispense or discharge any sorts of rounds in any sorts of public thoroughfare in a Jamaica, in America, the charges are going to be amped up because you're endangering the life of their civilians, whether as citizens or residents or even illegal. And there's cameras and all sorts of devices, CCTV all over the place. So therefore, when you think say you run or you park your car, you so down the road or down the block, the people are going to trail back about 100 city blocks until they find out the source of the problem, and whomever is involved is going to get the full brunt of the law, and rightfully, justifiably so. Point blank and period. Further on in the news. So the picture that you see on your screen is of a man. His name is Andrew. Andrew is said to be a licensed firepiece holder, legitimate firepiece holder. Andrew frequents the Swallowfield area. There's been a whole bunch of rumors circulating say him box down some sorts of counselor and him lose him life in some sorts of retaliate, whatever the last word is. Somebody KILL him. However, I am here to clear the air. Based on information that I am getting, yes, he was in some sorts of bar on Swallowfield, in a Swallowfield, when a young man walked up, no sorts of ski mask, none at all. When he saw the man coming towards him with the tool, he put him hands in the ear for making no say, listen, I am not going to put up any sorts of resistance. However, he was greeted with about 15 rounds, pretty much in the upper body and also the head. There's no sorts of details around, however, more than likely, it is said that this person came for the tool. This person probably knew him, knew that he's a licensed firepiece holder and want to come and relieve him. Now people, first thing first, you have your licensed firepiece. What the hell are you doing in any sorts of bar in a Swallowfield? And I know that sometimes people are from the era and them get comfortable and they feel as if they are untouchable. However, people, I am going to say it, and I've said it on many occasions. You cannot tame these new youth, new generation. They have respect for nobody. No place in a Jamaica is governed anymore. It is always some sorts of lone wolf that is not taking any sorts of talk from any sorts of done. So therefore, if you have a tool and them want the tool, they know that the only way that they are going to get that tool is if they get rid of you. That might have been the case as it pertains to this case. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, Please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And last but not least, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. Bless up.